Hello, welcome back to our children's sermon series. This time I'm all alone, I'm afraid. We're reading from this book, Children of God, Storybook Bible by Desmond Tutu. It has these beautiful pictures, and this time we're reading a story that we think about every year at this time. It's called the story of the Transfiguration, and it's where Jesus changed before the eyes of his disciples when he was up on a mountain. Let me read it to you. Jesus said to his closest friends, Peter, James, and John, "Come up with me on a mountaintop to pray." They climbed for hours until their legs ached. At last they were at the top. Jesus' face began shining with a light as bright as the sun, and his clothes seemed to glow. Moses and Elijah, two great leaders who had left the earth long ago, appeared next to Jesus and began to talk with him. Peter and his friends were stunned. "Peter, or Lord," Peter gasped. "We are blessed to be here. Let me build houses, and we can stay in this wonderful place forever." But even as he was speaking, a bright cloud came down and covered them, and a voice from the cloud spoke, "This is my son who fills me with joy. I love him. Listen to what he says." Peter, James, and John covered their eyes and threw themselves on the ground in fear. Jesus touched them gently on the shoulder. The cloud had gone, and Jesus was alone with them. "We can't stay up on the mountaintop," Jesus said. "We must return to the valley where God's children need us." So let's see. Here's Jesus in the center. This is Moses. You can tell he's holding the 10 Commandments, which he got from God. This is Elijah, one of the great leaders from long ago. And then these are Jesus' friends who get to see what he is doing. I wonder what it was like to have a friend to change so much right before your eyes. I wonder how it felt for them when they saw that happen. I wonder how it felt for them when they heard a voice that I think is God's voice, speaking about Jesus, their friend. I wonder what it was like to see people who are no longer on the earth returning to talk to Jesus, the most special people in his country's history. I wonder what it's like when someone celebrates you, saying, "This is my son, this is my daughter, this is my friend. This person fills me with joy. Oh, I love her, I love him." Listen to them. Aren't they amazing? As we listen to Jesus, he wants to say those kinds of things to us. Because of who Jesus is, you fill him with joy, and he celebrates all that you are and all that you will become. May God's love be with you today. Let's say a prayer. Dear Jesus, you tell us that you love us. Help us to listen to you. Amen. Bye. Chewy wants to say hello. I wasn't alone after all.